Again, welcome back to coverage right here on Next Door Radio's YouTube channel. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but we are good to go. 17 seconds to go. We'll get you ready for good quality action here in the second half. 68-64 is your score. And again, the Rowan County Bulls about 4 minutes into left in the second quarter. They were shooting the lights out. So we are ready to go here as we are about to begin the third quarter. Again, two teams fighting to move on into the playoffs for the East Coast Basketball League. Again, both teams part of the regular season. The Rowan County Bulls are part of the Northeast Division, finished with a 6-8 overall record. And the Capitals of North Carolina finished with a 6-8, third in the division on the Northwest Division. Whoever wins this ball game will be facing off against the number one team of this tournament in the Petersburg Cavaliers, who had a 13-1 overall regular season. Also, once again, these two teams have met twice here this year, being bested by the Capitals on both occasions. First time around, 157-124. Second time around, 146-118. The Bulls will kick off the third quarter with the basketball. 11:49, 68-64. Puts it up for the two, and it's good. Denzel Jacobson has it on the right-hand side, gives it over to Taekwon Reed, back at the top of the key to Jones. Denzel Jacobson goes up against Rutherford, puts it up for the two. It's going to be no good. He misses it, but gets his own miss. And he gets it outside to Jones, puts it up for the two, and it's going to be no good. Waiting for it to fall in. 11-12, 70-64. Gets it outside for the three, and it's good. Just like the end of the second quarter for the Bulls, they come out firing. Puts it up for the three, no good by Taekwon Reed. Right now, it is 73-74 in favor of the Bulls. Patterson wants his own three, no good. Bulls have the offensive rebound, gets it outside of Clemens for the three. It's going to be a foul. That's going to be against Omar Jabby. So Ricky Clemens will go to the free throw line. (73-64) is your score. Clemens will have two shots here. He puts it up, and that one's good. That's 4 points for him. 74-64, 10-point game in favor of the Bulls. Puts it up for the second one, and that one is good. He'll get one more. Puts the third one up, and that one is good. Avery Patterson led the Bulls in the first half with 24 points of his own. 10-37, 76-64. Puts it up for the two, and it's going to be no good. But he's going to be fouled. So Jabby will go to the free throw line, an all-star here this evening, for his great play, coming on strong at the end of the year. Puts it up, and no good. Puts the second one up, and that one is good for Omar Jabby. That's 15 points for him. Rutherford goes up against Denzel, switches over to number 25 in Davis. Now over to number 10, puts it up for the 2, and he's going to be fouled. So 76-65 is your score. 10-17 remaining here in the third quarter. 11-point lead for the Rowan County Bulls. Clemens goes up against multiple defenders, goes under the basket, all the way to the other side, swings it to Higgins. Over to Rutherford for the 3, and it's good. So Dyron Jones has it, gives it over to Reed. Back over to Jones, starts right, goes inside, loses the basketball, and it will be the Bulls' ball. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds against number 10 in Kaysen. So it will be the Capitals basketball here. Out comes Reed. In comes Marcus Harrison for the first time here in the second half. Jabby's there. Spin move, quickness, puts it up, and it's good. 17 for Omar Jabby. 9:33 makes it a 79-67 score. Avery Patterson goes up against Davis. He puts it up, and he's fouled, but it did not go in, so Davis is called for the foul. That's his first. Puts it up, and it's good for Patterson. That's 25 for him in this ball game. Puts the second one up, and that one's good for Patterson. 26. 9:19 remaining in the third quarter. 81-67. The Bulls are taking a aggressive lead against this Capitals team from North Carolina, out of Creedmoor, North Carolina. And it will be a foul against the Bulls, and it will be the Capitals basketball here. (81-67) is your score. Capitals have it. Is going to be fouled. It will be against Avery Patterson. So once again, the Capitals will have it. So Jabby will be the top of the key. Starts right, goes left, bounce pass over to Davis. He puts it up, and he tries to slam it down, but it's going to be no good, and he takes the basketball away. And we have an offensive foul. More of the aggressive side. He had a man, an extra man down there with him, but unfortunately, it will be the Bulls basketball here. So we have a timeout on the floor. 8:44 remaining here in the third quarter. Right now, 81 for the Rowan County Bulls and 67 for the North Carolina Capitals. Let's take a break. We'll come back. You're tuned in And welcome back to coverage right here on Next Door Radio. 81-67, 8:42 remaining. Denzel Jacobson here in the third quarter. Jabby fakes to three, goes inside, outside now to number 3 in Jones. Denzel Jacobson after Young now for the three, and it's going to be no good. Jones got into a little trouble and had to give it out, and Young misses the three. 81-67, 8:20 remaining, puts it up for the three. High off the backboard, no good. Jones has it, floats it in, it's going to be good. That is 22 for Tyron Jones. Rutherford has it. 7:58 remaining in this third quarter. On the backboard for number 34, Stephen Higgins, and it's good. That's 4 points for him. 7:48 remaining, 83-69 is your score. Jacobson gets it outside to Harrison. It's spin move. He's going to find Young there by himself, then it's good. That's what happens when you keep moving without the basketball. 83-71, 7:31 remaining here in this third quarter. Clemens at the top of the key, fakes the three as he gets Marcus Harrison to jump a little bit. Number 10, Kaysen gets it inside Rutherford, and it's good. Good assist by Kaysen. Jones brings it to the right-hand side. Quick three, and it's good. 85-71, another all-star for this Capitals program. Avers Patterson wants his own three. It's going to be no good. Rutherford with the offensive rebound. Gets it outside of Clemson for a three, and it's going to be no good. They're going to fight for it. Rutherford gets the miss for the offensive rebound. Spin move, and he loses the basketball into the hands of Jones. He wants the three, sides against it. Marcus Harrison is there, puts it up for the layup, no good. Jabby outside to Jones. Jones puts it up for the fake three, no good. They're going to fight for it, and somehow Jones comes away with it. Jabby now, the left-hand side behind the three. Go up against the defender. Oh, my goodness. That's what we like to say, oh, my goodness kind of play. 85-76, the Capitals are coming right back. Puts it up for the two, and it's going to be no good for Denzel Jacobson as he's on the floor protesting that he was hit from Avery Patterson with his elbow. But a 85-76 score, 6:15 is left in this game, third quarter, excuse me. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor. Coach, we're going to stay right here, though, because Coach Oliver is fussing and yelling and not happy with his team and says, you got to listen to what I'm saying. As the Rowan County Bulls are calm, cool, and collected over there on the right side of your screen, or my side of the screen. 24 on the shot clock. We are live for the first round of the East Coast Basketball League. 2 more games here today. The winner of this game will be facing off against Petersburg Cavaliers, the number 1 seed in this first round here in Petersburg, Virginia. Winston-Salem forfeited against Fayetteville Panthers, so the Fayetteville Panthers will take on Hickory Hoyles. Now, if you're wondering why the Coyotes of North Carolina are not in this tournament, they were disqualified. They would have been the number 2 seed on an impressive year. But Hickory received the number 2 seed and will face off against Fayetteville tomorrow afternoon. 2 games tomorrow right here on Next Door Radio's YouTube channel. 86-76, 6:15 remaining in the third. Avery Patterson puts it up, and it's good. (87-76) is your score. Young starts right, goes left. Jacobson has it. He wants the three, and it's going to be no good. The defender gave it to him, says, shoot it if you want to. They bring it over the right-hand side, back to the side of the key, and he's going to lose it out of bounds. Took his eye off of the ball for just a second. I'm talking about a split second, and he loses it out of bounds. So 87-76, 5:50 here in this third quarter. The Capitals will have some work to get done here to get back in this ball game. Jabby goes up, takes it by himself, and it's good. 21 so far for Omar Jabby of the Capitals here. Rutherford has it, gives it over to Kaysen. Tipped, but back in the hands of number 3, Indice. Puts it up for the 3, and it's going to be no good. Rutherford is playing fantastic. What an impressive player. Gives it, fakes the 3, goes inside, loses the basketball, and it's in the hands of the Capitals here. Brings it up the center of the court, sides it to it by himself, and it's good. 27 so far for Dyron Jones, number 3 of the Capitals here. Number 3 for the Bulls. Deese brings it up, gives it over to Avery Patterson for the 3, and it's good. Another just a great ball player for this Bulls program, Avery Patterson. The Capitals have it, 4:41, 10-point lead, puts it up for the 3, and it's going to be no good by Jones, and it's tipped out of bounds. It will be the Bulls basketball. So the Bulls of Rowan County will have here. The Bulls bring the left-hand side. That is number 3, Deese. Gives it over to Avery. Outside to Clemens. Puts it up for the 2. Try to bake it in. No good. Tyree Young with the defensive rebound. Jones has it. Down by 10. 4:19 here in the third quarter for the Capitals against the Bulls. Marcus Harrison goes up. Tipped. Gives it to Young. Puts it up, and it's going to be no good. They're going to fight for it. And in the hands now of Deese. Long pass over to Avery Patterson. He wants the 3, and it's going to be no good. Harrison, shortest man on the court, gets the rebound. Me, our video guy, Drake, my brother, a.k.a. Twin Power, says for how small number 5 is, he can jump out of the gymnasium. I had the pleasure of watching this young man in high school there in Southern Vance High School in Vance County. Caught a couple of games with his a couple years ago. 90-80 is your score, 3:59. Number 10, Kaysen. Goes up against Young. Over to Rutherford for the high arcing 2, and it's good. That's 25 for Donald Rutherford. 3:44, 92-80. We're in the third quarter here, the first round. Second game of this evening. Marcus Harrison wants the quick 3. Just a little bit too quick. He was hitting that same shot in warm-ups constantly, just rushed it there. 92-80, 3:25 remaining in the third quarter. The Bulls have a 12-point lead. Clemens wants his 3. Makes Marcus Harrison jump, puts it up, no good for the short 2. But Rutherford is there to pick up the pieces, and he's fouled. So Rutherford will be at the free throw line here. He puts the first one up, and it's going to be no good for Rowan County and Rutherford, number 6. Already has 25 points on the day. Puts it up for the second one, and that one is good. Make it 26. Avery Patterson leads both squads with 30. Jacobson has it. Gives it over to Jones. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Reed goes up against the defender, and he is not fouled. And Deese brings it up. Puts it up, and now he's fouled. So 2:55 remaining in this third quarter. It's a 13-point favor in the Bulls' way. So Jacobson, Young, Harrison, Jones, and Reed in the ball game for the Capitals. Kaysen, Rutherford, Clemens, Patterson, and Deese in the ball game for the Bulls of Rowan County. Puts the first one up and off the front of the rim. 93-80 is your score. 2:55. Guess the third time these two teams have met. And the cliche thing here to say after he makes that one of two there, is really hard to beat a team 3 different times in a year. And it's going to be out of bounds. It will be. Remains the Capitals basketball. 2:43, 94-80 is your scores. The Capitals are going to have to make a run here to get back to this ball game before the end of the third quarter here. Jacobson, bounce pass. Nope, sides against it, gives it over to Young. Now over to Jacobson. He loses the basketball, not fouled. Spin move by Young, throws it up, and it's going to be no good off the top of the backboard, and it will be the hands of the Bulls now. That is Kaysen, brings it up the left-hand side, 94-80, 2:23. Kaysen gets past the defender, and it's good. Oh, he let Young have it there. 2:14, 96-80. Long three, no good. Kaysen with the defensive rebound. He's going to give it over to Clemens. Outside, Avery Patterson wants the three, no good. And Jones with the defensive rebound gives it to Young. Puts it up, and it is good. 6 points for Tyree Young, number 13. Good find from Jones there. 96-82, 150 remaining. Here in the third quarter, Rutherford gets it outside to Clemens for the three. Off the inside of the rim and out of bounds. It will be Capitals basketball. In comes Omar Jabby, out comes Young. In comes number 15, Austin Robertson. And out comes Kaysen, number 10. And Higgins will also cut back in for Avery Patterson. Play a little bit of small ball for Rowan County. Big man being Rutherford. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Jacobson has it, gets it outside of Marcus Harrison for the three. That's good. No, it's in and out. Controlled by the Bulls. That's going to be number 15, the new man in the ball game here. That's Robertson. Going to lose the basketball. Jacobson there. Nope. Now going to give it over to Reed. Throws it up, but he misses it. He misses the slam. And looking over to the sideline, Oliver is not happy. Stevens puts it up for the two. Almost loses the basketball there, but he lays it in. That's 6 points for Higgins. 98-82, 58 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Jones wants to do it by himself, puts it up, and it is good. And one opportunity for Dyron Jones, make it 29 for him. Impressive outing for a few of these players here, but the Capitals have a long way to go so far. And the Bulls are just playing good basketball here. Smaller depth. We have yet to see Mitchell in this third quarter for the Capitals. Puts it up for the three-point opportunity, and it is good. Make that 30 for Jones. 51 seconds, 98-85 here in the third quarter. Puts it up for the two. It's going to be no good. Good defense right there, but he gets his own miss in number 15. In Robertson, he lays it in. 98-85 now. Jones wants the three, and he said, you know what? I'm going to do this by myself. 27 seconds remaining in the third. 98-88 is your score. Much needed three right there for the Capitals. And they're going to call a foul on Jones. And it looks like to be good defense, but they're going to call a foul on him. Right now it's 100-88. There's 17.3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ricky Clemens has been lights out from the free throw line here this evening. He'll get one more. Puts the second one up, and that one is good. That's 8 points for Clemens here this evening. 15 seconds remaining. Jones wants the last shot. Dyron Jones. 102-88 is your score. Finish off the third quarter in style at what is Coach Oliver saying. Jones gets past the defender. He lays it in. It is good. And Higgins at the last second just kind of throws it up. And that is the end of the third quarter. 102-90 is your score. Here the end of the third quarter. Get you ready for fourth quarter action. You're tuned in to East. And welcome back to live coverage here on Next Door Radio YouTube channel. We appreciate you and honored to be a part of the East Coast Basketball League first round of the playoffs here in Petersburg, Virginia. And we are live at Petersburg High School. Coming into the fourth quarter, the Capitals will have it, looking to get back into this ball game. Denzel gives it to Davis, puts it up, and it's good. They have a three-point opportunity. Davis comes off the bench and makes a difference right away. He missed a slam dunk opportunity in the really midway through the third quarter. But now, looking for a three-point opportunity right here. Puts it up, and it's good. That's 3 points. Jones leads all players here this evening for both squads with 35 points. And Avery Patterson leads the Bulls with 30. And we're going to have a foul on the Capitals here, 11:39. 102-93 is your score. And the Bulls will have the basketball here. All right, so Rutherford is on the left-hand side behind three, goes in against Denzel Jacobson over to number 11, misses the layup. That is Rod Stewart. 11:27. Not to be mistaken for the Singer. $11:23. There's a foul on the play. So 102-93 is your score. Puts the first one up and he misses it. Remains 102-93 with only 11:23 remaining in the ball game. Winner of this game, like mentioned, will be facing off against the number 1 seed in Petersburg Cavaliers. Second one goes in. That's Reed, Taekwon Reed, with his 13 points. Stewart gives it to the hands of Rutherford. They're going to fight for it. Spin move, continues to move his feet, puts it up, and he's just too strong. Rutherford uses his size and his strength against the smaller defenders, and he lays it in. 104-95. Jacobson decides to do it by himself for the Capitals and lays it in. That's going to be 5 points for Denzel Jacobson, number 24. 104-97. The Capitals are clawing right back into this ball game. 10:48. Rutherford is going to find a driving number 15, and he's by himself. Oh my goodness, what floor presence Robertson and Rutherford has there. And a missed opportunity there. Jacobson, he misses it, partially blocked, and it is blocked. Oh my goodness. He punched him in the face, but no foul there. Puts it up for the 2, misses that. Avery Patterson gets the miss, but he misses that layup. And in the hands of Jones. Marcus Harrison continues to move, puts it up for the 3, and it's going to be no good. Stewart and Davis fight for it, and he is fouled. Nope, it is a foul against Davis. That's his second. (106-97), 10:07 remaining here in this ball game. This is the second game of this afternoon. Winston-Salem by way of forfeit. The Fayetteville Panthers will move on to take on the number 2 seed in this first round, the Hickory Warriors. Steal by Reed from the Capitals, but is tipped out of bounds at the highest point by number 15 in Robertson, and if it goes out of bounds, it will be the Capitals basketball here. Young, Jones, Reed. Reed puts it up, and it's good. 3-point opportunity for Tyquan Reed. 106-99. 7-point deficit after being down by 13. Out comes Stewart, in comes Deese. So Patterson, Robinson, Higgins puts it up for the 3-point opportunity, and is good. Rutherford is in the ball game for the Bulls of Rowan County. Deese goes up against the defender, puts it up, and he misses it. And they're going to fight for it. It will be in the hands of Harrison. And they're going to push. Rutherford pushes literally with his full arms with a much smaller defender. There's not much you can do about that if you're Marcus Harrison. So it will be the Capitals basketball, only down by 6. Something that Coach Oliver said at the midway point of the timeout at the end of the third quarter has this team fighting. Jones puts it up for 3. Oh my goodness, and it's only down by 3. 106-103. The Capitals are back in this ball game. 9:15 remaining, and we have a timeout for the Bulls. 9:13, 106 for Rowan County, 103 for North Carolina. You're tuned in to playoff basketball here on Next. And welcome back to coverage right here on Next Door Radio. Appreciate for tuning in to our YouTube channel, part of Next Door Radio in the East Coast Basketball League. We'll have 2 games for you tomorrow as well. 106-103. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to a good one. The Bulls will have it. Avery Patterson is down low, spin move, gets to the lane, and he is fouled. So Avery Patterson will go to the free throw line. Number 25 once again is called for the foul. That's Davis. That's his third. 106-103 right now. Puts it up, and that one's good. By Avery Patterson, that's 31 points for him. .909 remaining, gets one more, puts it up, and that one's good. Good shot. 32 points for Avery Patterson here, playing big time for the Bulls. Jones, number 3. Wants to three, and he tries to bank it in. Not a good shot for Jones, kind of rushed it. Donaldson, and we're going to have an offensive foul. Against number 15, Austin Robertson. And that could be a difference. And Davis will come out. In comes Denzel Jacobson. So we have Harrison, Jones, Jacobson, Young, and Reed in the ball game for the Capitals. Patterson, Robertson, Clemens puts it up for the 2, and no good there. Controlled by Rutherford. So again, Clemens, Rutherford, Deese, Robertson, and Patterson in the ball game for the Bulls, and there's going to be a foul on the play. And it's going to be out of bounds play for the Bulls, so referee said, my bad. My apologies on that. That's going to be out of bounds play for the Bulls here. And Clemens will have it. Gives it to Patterson against Young. Puts it up for the 2, and it's good. Just overpowered him there. So once again, Patterson is making a difference in this ball game. 110-103. The Bulls have pulled away once again. Jones gets past the defender, loses it for just a second, puts it up, and he misses it. And Jones is called for what we like to call the cheap play. And it will be a foul against Jones. Hospitality at its finest. I love it. Appreciate it for the water. So 8-11 remaining in this ball game. Rutherford. On number, so they're going to call the foul on number 3, Jones. That's the second. Put it up, and it's good. That's 29 points for Donald Rutherford. 111-103, 8-11 remaining in this ball game. Puts the second one up, and that one's good. 112-103. It was a 3-point contest. The Bulls have scrapped for another lead. It puts it up for Marcus Harrison by himself. He finds a lane, and it's good. 11 points for Marcus Harrison. He's going to have to get hot. 112-105. And we have an offensive foul against the Bulls of Rowan County. Yes, number 2. That's Patterson. That should be his second. And the Capitals will have the basketball. This is going to come down to the final moments. I can feel it. 7:49, 112-105. Gonna have to make your free throws here. We're waiting to see what all the commotion's all about. Avery Patterson is not happy about something. Not happy about something. But it will be, nonetheless, it will be the Capitals basketball. So Jabby's in the ball game, or back in the ball game. Again, we have not seen Michael Mitchell, the big man, in really since the first quarter. 112-105, 7:46 remaining. As well, we also haven't seen number 16, Lewis. And they're going to call for a foul. And they're kind of hooking around as Coach DeMarcus Oliver really pulled that away from the referee there, should you say. And Jabby will go to the free throw line. We'll get 2 here. He misses the first one. He'll get one more. You got to make your free throws when they're giving it to you. 112-105 is the score. 7:38. The Bulls have the lead, and he makes the second one. That's 22 points for Omar Jabby. Avery Patterson is going to give it over to Rutherford on the driving. Gives it over to Robertson, and it's good. Austin Robertson never stopped his feet. Jones. It's coast to coast, and it looks like he kind of rolled his ankle. He's going to be on the ground. But he made the two-pointer there, and they're going to be down by man. And we're going to have an injury timeout. That's the second time he has struggled. He looks like he rolled his ankle. Let's take a timeout real quick as... No, we're going to stay right here because he's going to be helped off the court. But it looks like he just caved down awkwardly on his ankle. So right now, Omar Jabby, Reed, Jacobson, Harrison, and Young in the ball game. And that is a big loss if he is down for the count the rest of the game. 7:06. No official word over there. Once we find out, we'll let you know. Young, step back move, puts it up for the two. No good. And is in the hands of Clemens. That's Ricky Clemens. Gives it over to Rutherford. Almost traveled. Loses the basketball for just a second-ish as Harrison was right there, but he gets it over to Clemens now. Inside, the right-hand side over to Patterson. He's going to lose it out of bounds, and it will be a foul on Young. Playing aggression. I like the aggression. Just the wrong time, should you say. As Avery Patterson has been everywhere. He has 34 points currently. (116-108), 6:39 remaining in the ball game. The winner will take on Petersburg Cavaliers tomorrow afternoon. Catch those games right here on our YouTube channel of Next Door Radio. Puts it up, and it is good. Make it 35 for Avery Patterson. He'll get one more. And the Rowan County Bulls, and they're all red with the black and white stripe down the side. And the Capitals with their all blue with the red striping. He missed the second one. Jacobson with the defensive rebound. 117-108. The clock will now start to run. Harrison wants the three, sides against it, puts it up, and he throws it away. Just a little bit too hard, and it was an air ball and in the hands of the Bulls now. That's Rowan County. Patterson goes up against Harrison, loses his feet, and they're going to fight for it, and it's in the hands of Young. He gives it over to Jabby, puts it up, and it's good. Going to need more of that if you're the Capitals. Rutherford swings it back over to Clemens, picked up by Omar Jabby. Clemens in the top of the key. He's going to start right from your TV dial. 5:59 remaining, 117-110. Puts it up off the backboard. It's going to be no good in the hands. It will be off of Marcus Harrison and the Capitals. It will be the Bulls basketball. And it looks like we have a timeout for North Carolina. And let's take one with them. 5:52 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 117-110 is your score. Your two. Hey, welcome back to coverage here on at Next Door Radio YouTube channel. My name is Trace Knott here live in Petersburg, Virginia. 117-110, and Young goes up high and steals the basketball away. Jabby has it, puts it up, and it's good. That's 26 for Jab. 117-112, 5:37 remaining. Robertson gives it over to Patterson. Now over to Rutherford. Goes up against Finner and is blocked. Young with the defensive rebound. He throws his own man down. I love the aggression. He always has a smile. Jacobson goes up against to Young. Puts it up for the two. No good, but there is Reed. No good there. And Young will get the offensive rebound. Jabby slows it down. Gives it over to Marcus Harrison. 5:08 remaining. 117-112. Breaks the defender. No, he loses the basketball. That's going to be Clemens. Over to Patterson. Puts it up, and it goes in. 37 for Avery Patterson, number 2. 119-112, 4:48. Jacobson with it. Over to Young. Gives it inside, puts it up, and he missed the layup. They're going to fight for it. He tried to do an alley-oop layup, but it's going to be no good in the hands of Rutherford. Gives it to Patterson. Young with the aggressiveness. Steals the basketball away. Throws it up with himself. No good there. And Rutherford throws it down to Patterson. And he stops his feet, puts it up, and he lays it in. Again, Patterson is just everywhere. 121-112. Reed. Bounce pass to Jabby. Puts it up, and he finds him. An impressive find for Reed to Jabby, and they really need Jones to get back out there. 121-114, 4:06 remaining. 121-114 is your score. We're in a timeout. We're going to stay right here to kind of let you watch the both sidelines here. Now you see Rowan County was a little bit relaxed for just a second when they were up by 13. And now they're huddling, they're getting together, getting the game plan together. And DeMarcus Oliver and this Capitals program are trying to find their way back into this game. .406 remaining in the ball game. 121-114. Kaysen will be the inbounder. Gives it over to Patterson. Almost loses it. Kaysen gets it back though. Gives a bounce pass. And Young once again takes the basketball away. Jabby has it. Bounce pass. Harrison's there and he lays it in. Like they practiced it. 121-116. 3:48. So Jones is back in the ball game here. Ankle is just fine. Say, coach, throw some dirt on it, throw some tape, I'll be good. 121-116. Clemens floats it up. It's going to be no good. Jabby with the defensive rebound. He wants to move the basketball. Gives it over to Harrison. He's right there, and he lays it in. 121-118. 3:22 remaining. Rutherford has it. Goes up against Jones. Double team, tipped into the hands of Clemens, moves his feet, and is taken away by Jabby. 3:10 now, 121-118. The fans of the Rowan County telling them to slow it down. Jacobson gives it over to Young. Tipped. Young wants to three. It's going to be no good. And he gets his own miss, and it's going to be, there's a timeout. Young shot the three, and the Capitals will keep the basketball, and just the aggressiveness. I love it. I love playoff basketball. 2:56 remaining. 121-118 is your score. My name is Trace Knott. You're tuned in to East Coast Basketball.
Still and keep passing. That's all he's got to do.
.256 remaining. If you're just tuned in, you have missed a fantastic game. .121. And Young is there. He misses it. And in the hands of Avery Patterson now. And they brought, scoreboard was messed up there. 121-118 is your score. Make sure 121-118 here with 2:48. So the Bulls will have the basketball here. Who wants it more? Clemens will have the inbound pass. Gives it over to Higgins. Bounce pass back to Higgins. Rutherford's waiting on it. Clemens at the top of the key, picked up by Marcus Harrison. And they lose the basketball. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Going to call a foul. 2:32 remaining. 121-118. Once again, these two teams met. This will be the third time here this evening. The first two times was high-scoring games as well. 157 for the Capitals, 124 for the Bulls, and 146-118 in favor of the Capitals the first two times. Both of those outings for the Capitals were their two highest point totals. 123-118. Jones has it, goes up against the defender, throws it up and almost goes in. But he is going to be fouled. So Jones will go to the free throw line. He puts the first one up and he misses it. Got to make your free throws. Tyrod Jones with 40 points so far. And he misses the second one. And Jabby thought it was against Rutherford, but Jabby is not happy. He goes over the defender, he says. (123-118). 2:24 remaining. (123-118). Jabby's trying to explain over there. You can see it in the video. I love it. Puts it up, puts it two, and he makes the first one. So Patterson now has 40 points. Puts the second one up, and that one's good. 125-118. Jones gives it over to Jacobson. Puts it up, and it's blocked out of bounds, but Marcus Harrison saves it. Jones gives it to Jabby. He wants the three, and it's good! That's 31 for Omar Jabby. And Higgins has it. 125-121. They throw it up for the layup, no good. They're going to fight for it. And Avery, Patterson, and Young. Whose ball is it? It will be the Bulls basketball. 153 remaining. What a game. 125 for the Bulls of Rowan County. 121 for the North Carolina Capitals. Take a break. We'll come back. Again, welcome back to East Coast Basketball League playoff basketball. The first round, and we already saw Winston-Salem fall to Fayetteville, and the Panthers will be taking on the Hoyas of Hickory. And this matchup, whoever wins, will be taking on Petersburg and the Cavaliers, the number 1 seed, right here in this gymnasium, home of the Crimson Wave. Your score, 125-121 in favor of the Bulls. Jacobson, Harrison, Jones, Jabby, and Reed in the ball game for the Capitals. Heggie, Rutherford, Jake Robinson, Patterson, and Clemens. As we are waiting to get a towel on the floor. And I think we're ready to go. 1:53 remaining. Who wants it more? It will be the Capitals basketball here. Harrison will have it. Gives it right back to Jacobson. That's Denzel Jacobson, number 24. Picked up by Rutherford at the top of the key. Gives it over to Jones. He wants the three, sides against it. 1:45 remaining. Jabby now. Picked up by Patterson. Gets past him, and he's going to be fouled. Patterson will be called for the foul. It looks like his third. He'll get 2 shots. Got to make them both here. You're the Capitals. You cannot continue missing these free throws. Jabby puts the first one up, and it's good. That's 32 total for Omar Jabby. 125-122. Puts the second one up, and that one is good. Make it 33. 2-point game in favor of the Bulls right now. 125-123. 1:36 remaining. And they're going to fight for it, but it'll be the hands of Clemens now. Harrison picks him up. Gives it to Patterson, picked up by Jacobson, puts it up for the 2, and it's good. What a play. Avery Patterson continues to fight. Reed has it, 127-123. Goes up against the defender, puts it up, and it's going to be no good, and the Bulls will have it. They're going to double team him. Don't foul, and they're going to foul him. We're going to have a timeout, so they did not call a foul. Let's stay right here, though. 1:08 remaining. 127-123. And it will be the Bulls basketball right in front of the broadcast booth right here. And we are live inside of Petersburg High School here in Petersburg, Virginia for the first round of the playoffs, the East Coast Basketball League. Been a great season so far for both of these squads. A part of the Northeast Division in Rowan County, the Bulls finished third in the division with a 6-8. Hickory with an 8-7. Fayetteville with a 7-8. The Bulls with a 6-8, and the Wolves with 5-9, who are eliminated from the playoffs here in the first game. Petersburg in the Northwest Division with a 13-1 overall record. The Coyotes, who were disqualified, they finished with 11-3, and the Capitals with a 6-8, and then the Carolina Chosen Lions with a 1-13 record. Patterson will be right in front of me, 127-123. See if we can pick up some crowd noise here. There you go. No, he said 108 remaining, 127-123. Clemens will be picked up by Harrison. That's Marcus Harrison. Gets it to Rutherford. He's going to find Higgins, and he loses the basketball. It will be in favor of the Bulls here. 101 remaining. 127-123. Pattis will be the inbounder. He's going to give it to number 15 in Robinson. That's Austin Robinson. Goes up against the defender, throws it up, and somehow it goes in. Jabby gives it over to Reed. Jones, he wants to three, and it's going to be no good. Jabby goes up for it, and it's going to be blocked by Robinson. 42 seconds remaining. 129-123. And Higgins throws the basketball away. He said, my bad, but Young over there, Tyree Young was ready. 129-123 remaining. Or it's your score, 33 seconds remaining. Harrison goes up, throws it up, and just a missed opportunity for the Capitals there. They're just throwing the basketball away right now. You gotta be smart if you're down. Especially 129-123 with only 26 seconds remaining. So Higgins will be at the free throw line. Down by 6 of the Capitals so far. Higgins puts it up, and he makes that one. That's 7. Higgins. Puts the second one up, and it's no good. Jacobson, bounce pass, over to Reed, over to Jones, back to Jacobson. And he takes the ball away for Rutherford. He's got to put it up, and he slams it down. 32 points for Donald Rutherford. Jabby throws it up for the 3, and it's going to be in and out. And that's going to be end of the ball game as they're going to let it roll away. Final score, 132 for the Rowan County Bulls, 123 for the Capitals of North Carolina. Take a break. We'll get some conversation. It don't matter. Yeah, it's up to you. Hey, stay right there so we can see you. And welcome back to live coverage right here on the Next Door Radio YouTube channel. Number 2, Mr. Patterson. Hey, What a game, my friend. Congratulations. Hey, talk about this ball game. You guys were up by 13, 14, and all of a sudden the Capitals kind of started coming right back. What was the kind of mindset that the Bulls had here this evening?
We just kind of had to lock in, man. All season we've been struggling in the second half finishing. We just locked in. And that's a tough team. They beat us twice in the regular season, so we just locked in and we finished the game.
The biggest thing we said, one of the cliche things to say was it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
Right.
Was that the mindset here as well?
Yes, win to go home.
Yeah.
This is our first playoff win since we've been in the league, so we did what we were supposed to do. Now
Yes.
we'll go to the next round.
Tomorrow you play off #1 seed against Petersburg Cavaliers.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about what you're kind of looking forward to tomorrow night.
Same thing. We got to lock in. Win to go home, and the whole goal is to win the championship. So if we lock in, we'll be okay.
There you go. Hey, congratulations, my friend. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon, okay? Avery Patterson this evening finished with 42 points. What a game from Avery Patterson. What a great game here this evening. 132 to 123 in favor of the Rowan County Bulls as the Bulls will take on Petersburg and the Cavaliers. And the Fayetteville will take on Hickory and the Hoyas. Again, my name is Trace Knight on behalf